What's happening, Fresh Bake? Welcome back to another session, another episode of our Disney news. Fresh Bake, let's talk. Let's talk about things that are happening at our favorite place in the world, the Bacon Factory. What? Oh no, Disneyland. Let's talk about things that are happening at Disneyland. Actually, no, I take that back. Let's talk about things that are happening at DCA. We're going to talk about DCA. Good news about DCA. How awesome is that? Right, so there's two big news announcements coming out of the Disney Parks blog. I think it was yesterday. The first is that they're bringing back the Food and Wine Festival to DCA. Huzzah! This, my friends, to me is the best news that I've heard about DCA since they said they were going to build 2.0, since Buena Vista Street in Cars Land. This is a show that I've only seen or heard of or seen photos of from Walt Disney World. They used to do it at DCA, and they stopped doing it like 5 years ago when they're going to rebuild or redo or start, Disney 2.0, or DCA 2.0. So I didn't know about it back then because that was before Fresh Baked, and I'm rambling. So my experiences of the Food and Wine Festival were limited to what I found on websites, for Walt Disney World, and those updates that I read, I remember reading those. I loved that. It looked cool. The Food and Wine Festival looked really, really cool. In fact, it was one of the reasons that I'm often jealous of Disney World, because they get to put on these big, extravagant, deals over there because they have so much room and space and things like that. Room and space. You got the room and then you got the space. They're not the same. They're room and space. Anyway, so yes, I'm thrilled that we're going to get a chance to see this. Now, what is the Food and Wine Festival, you ask? I'm not positive. I've never been to one. Best as I can tell from what the Disney Parks blog noted is that we're going to get a chance to sample some really delicious sort of, and it's California cuisine, mind you. Disney World's not going to get that, I'll tell you that. We're going to get some unique and tasty California cuisine samples. I think you have to buy it, but they're small little hors d'oeuvre size things that you can, a couple bucks each or something like that. It sounds like fun, right? You can do wine tasting. You can they have live cooking shows, like demonstrations. And I don't know, the idea of this happening at our park is making me really happy inside. The second big news item coming out of DCA from the Disney Parks blog is that the Mad Tea Party is closing. Again. Yeah, so I'm hearing March 30th will be the last show for Mad Tea Party. Now, they didn't say anything else. All they just said is last show. They didn't say what's replacing it. They didn't say why it's going. They didn't say if it was moving somewhere else. And I personally have also not heard anything regarding rumors of any kind about this. It's kind of a surprise, actually. I was surprised to hear this. It's weird. It feels like to me that it just came back. But it was Frozen Fun was actually 2 years ago. I should say 2 winters ago. It wasn't last year, the year before that, when they did the Frozen Fun party at the back lot and replaced the Mad Tea Party. So the Mad Tea Party's been back for what, 8 months, 7 or 8 months at least, I'm guessing. But anyway, that's still not a long time. And it makes you wonder if this was maybe kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. It makes you wonder if maybe they're listening to Fresh Baked. Here's what's happened in the last couple days. I was at Toontown yesterday filming. They're repainting. It looks like they're repainting Toontown. They're scaffolding up everywhere. And now we get this news that they're getting rid of the Mad Tea Party. Again, no word on if it's being replaced or if it's moving. But the fact is that it's closing, and that's something. And I feel like maybe, just maybe, maybe we're starting to get to the point where we have a voice. Isn't that cool? I don't know. Wouldn't that be cool if they were listening to Fresh Baked, you guys? Yeah, so now let's gossip. Let's talk rumor. Let's start something trendy about what's going to happen. What is the reason for Mad Tea Party leaving, and what maybe could it be replaced by? Star Wars? Zootopia? Maybe an actual original idea that has nothing to do with anything they've done before. Electronica's not coming back, I don't think, right? There's no reason to bring Electronica back. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Speaking of fun diversions, the Easter egg hunt is coming back to Disneyland this year, and that's pretty good news. It's coming back to both Disneyland, DCA, and this year they're adding Downtown Disney and the hotels. 4 Easter egg hunts, you guys. 4. So even if you can't afford a trip into the park, you can at least come down to Downtown Disney and do the Easter egg hunt. And oh my God, that just gave me an idea. I just thought it's Fresh Baked. What if we all did an Easter egg hunt together? What if we all met on a Saturday morning at Downtown Disney and we had a Fresh Baked Easter egg hunt? Oh my God, that sounds awesome. Wow, okay. This all just came to me right now as I'm filming this. This is really strange. Okay, don't put that on our calendar yet. I got to talk with the rest of the crew, obviously. But I don't see how they say no. How do we say no to this opportunity? It's a meet and greet and a thing to do. Come on. Anyway, yeah. Okay, Easter eggs. Okay, so it's a pretty fun event. The first year that the Ninja and I did this, it was pretty fun. He was still young enough where, you know, it was going on an Easter egg hunt was fun for him. Today, not so much. He'd be super bored by it, but I'm old enough to get rid of all that stuff, and I I think it's a lot of fun. It's a little easy, probably. It's a little easy, and the little toy you get isn't great. It's just a plastic Easter egg with Chip's face on it, or somebody, you know, you get a Donald Duck or I don't know, Stitch maybe. That, you know, that's a mystery. But really, it's all about that having a memory, right? Having that you know, what do you call it? The little Easter egg hunt map that you get. And putting all the stickers on there. It's like $6. I think it's $6 for each Easter egg hunt, which is pretty fair price for a memory like that, especially if you can share that memory with Fresh Baked. I'm going to try not to let you down on this. Hopefully this all works out for you guys and for us. So the last time we talked about Star Wars Force Awakens, we were saying that it was probably going to be the biggest film worldwide, biggest, you know, highest grossing film of all time. Now, though it is the highest grossing film of all time in the U.S., it looks like we're not going to take down Avatar for worldwide grosses. So we're going to be stuck with Avatar for a little while on that. But that's not why we're here. We're here because they've started filming Episode 8. The sequels are in production, or the next sequel is in production. Now, unlike Avatar, these are actually sequels that we all care about and want to see. And we've also heard of some of the casting decisions. The cast has been announced for Episode 8. You know, the main core is there. You know, Poe and Rey and Finn. I'm using their anyway. All those guys are going to be back. But we've got 3 new members of the cast. We've got Benicio del Toro, Laura Dern, and Kelly Marie Tran. Now, smart money on del Toro is that he's going to play some kind of villain. And the leader out of the gate for Laura Dern is that she's going to be Rey's mother, and that makes a lot of sense to me as well. But the big wild card here is Kelly Marie Tran. Who the heck is Kelly Marie Tran? The fact that we've never heard of Kelly Marie Tran can mean only one thing, and that's that it's going to be a totally huge part. You know what? And I'm not even joking, because that's consistent with Star Wars does. A lot of their characters, they require no names. Daisy Ridley was hired to be Rey because nobody had ever heard of her. And it's a logical assumption to make, because if she weren't playing a totally huge part, her name wouldn't show up in the announcement at all. The fact that she is announced means big part. Now, as for her acting chops, there's not a lot to go on here. I looked her up on IMDb, and there's hardly anything there. She's been on Comedy Bang Bang, which is like a fake talk show host, or a fake talk show on the Independent Film Channel, I think. It's a funny show, but nobody watches that one. She's on Jimmy Kimmel and on College Humor, the YouTube show, right? She's a YouTube star. Gonna be on Star Wars, a big role star. How in the heck did this happen? You know what this makes me think of? It makes me think that maybe Steve Harvey was in charge of casting, and then he called the wrong girl and said, "Hey, you're going to be in Star Wars." She's like, "What?" You know, I didn't even try out for that role. You know, so yeah, on the one hand, it's baffling, but on the other hand, I think it's great, because I love funny women. Women comedians and just funny women in general are my favorite thing in the world, and I love the fact that, because she, by all appearances, she's a comedian. That's her thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her in this film quite a bit. And finally, some of you may have noticed that we have partnered with Disney to help provide you guys with a Disney vacation planning DVD. These are super fun because they give you a chance to imagine what it's like to go on a proper Disney vacation in all the best hotels, you know, and all the great food and whatnot. Sarah and I have both been collecting these for years. It's kind of fun. You know, it's like, obviously there's no obligation. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just a chance for you to, they want you to feel that, right? To see what it's like. I think all you have to do is have a Disney.com account, which, I mean, most of us already have one, right? So there's really, I think that's it. All you have to do is give them your name and maybe your address if they mail you the DVD, or you can do it online, or your email address. And that's it. There's no obligation other than that. Yeah, so they're super fun, and it's a great way to actually support Fresh Baked and to support our channel. All you have to do is click the link below, and then just let your imaginations run wild and find out what it's like to experience a Disney vacation. You know, it's cool because you get to see, like, they have log cabin hotels. There's a tree house, guys. You can see all the pictures inside the tree house and everything. It's amazing. Anyway, go check it out, you guys. You'll have a lot of fun with that. And I guess that's it. I want to hear from you though, Fresh Baked. What are your thoughts on these news coming out? Are you curious about the Food and Wine Festival? Are you looking forward to it like we are? What's going to happen at the backlot? Are we getting a new show or nothing new at all? Maybe they're just going to get rid of it and that'll be that, and we'll get the backlot as it was before. And what do you think of the news from Star Wars? Do you like funny women like I like funny women? Let me know, Fresh Baked. And until next time, Fresh Baked! We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out our Star Wars Land updates from the Knothole Gang, or maybe our Secrets in History videos. Or you can just watch all of our weekly trip reports and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Baked Fresh Daily. And don't forget, you can support Fresh Baked by joining our Patreon campaign or by buying a Fresh Baked t-shirt. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Fresh Baked!